In the Northeast, a bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Now, he wasn't playing that last game right here on earth, was he? I mean, there's just no way. I mean, that performance, that number of times getting the ball into the end zone, throwing it.
No interceptions,
No interceptions, took care of it. Yeah, he was a little otherworldly in his last performance.
Throwing on first down, but this one lines up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. What kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So here come the Jets for their initial possession of the game. And a look here at their signal caller, the 5th-year quarterback.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week, so keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
On first down, it's Corral. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Now, this defense for the Lions, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Corral. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, here's Corral. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Again, it's Corral. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now a first carry here for their running back. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. 3rd and goal. Here's Corral. And this is going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And now look at him go. The 30, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Now Cade York for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Fakes a handoff here. Corral. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing here, Corral. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy. And that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
They need to block in the back. Offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. On 2nd down, Swift. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. As they've got it, looking at a 4th down and 2. They snap it to Fields. Rolling to his right. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. To throw is Fields. Touchdown! Jamison Williams. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Lions Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And New York set to take the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter, you get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The first down throw here for Corral. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On first down, Corral. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Aiden Hutchinson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion to prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
On second down, they'll run it here. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Third and long, Corral. Forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. He'll return it from the 6. I call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. And Detroit getting set to go now. And it's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Off play action, Fields. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. So a 56-yard punt. They'll net 41 after the 15-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York set to take the field. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Corral. And he comes back with one complete. He's got room at the 30. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And in 2 plays just like that, they're already operating in the red zone. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Corral. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Third down, Corral. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down. Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good. They'll get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try to plan a comeback.
The Lions now taking over late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Fields. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, Fields. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for a save. And timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Oh, looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So we passed the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this 2nd half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this 3rd quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try to cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, Corral. His throw incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. On the play fake, Corral. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could be...
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Fields throw into the hands of Pitts here. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left. To about the 26 here.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. Down right around the 25.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. The Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down. On 4th down, Fields. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Again, Fields. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded right at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Corral. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Corral looking to pass, 2nd down. Over the middle, it's complete. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. And it's back now here at MetLife Stadium. The Jets on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. On 3rd and 1, Corral. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Corral to throw on 1st and 10. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Corral with it. First down here. Going for the deep ball. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Corral. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Holding offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
That takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
3rd and long. Here's Corral. Wide open receiver, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Option play, Corral keeping it. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout it.
And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game. And that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
And New York set to take the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing again on second down. Corral. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. On 3rd and 1, Corral. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A first down throw here for Corral. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. From the 35 on second down, Corral. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. On 3rd down, here's Corral. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10. And marking it. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Jets are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Swift. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Off play action, Fields. That's caught at the 25. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Looks like he'll throw here. They'll roll him out right. Looking for the end zone. And his throw is incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
That pass caught. It's Williams. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They'll run with Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Lions add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better. and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. On 2nd and 10, Corral. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. 3rd down, Corral. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins.